Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
60 outlaw. Smooth.
Off play action. Daniels. Wide open receiver complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down, and in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got... Hey, Delta.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
Go, go.
I got you. Ringer, guys. Mike 51.
Five.
Throwing on 1st down. Daniels. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hard.
He's checking crack.
Hey, high 7.
Back to throw. Daniels. Open man is Trey Burton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Hey, foxtrot. Now.
On 3rd down, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
7-7, our score after one.
Ready, 25. I smell fear in that offense. Got it. Whip. Hey, South.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, Blue 80. 58, come on. And watch the land. '21.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. All right, T, let's try. All right, T.
Now on 2nd and 13, Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Go now. 70, Indy. Let's go. Recon, 132 fighter. Check. I'll get it.
First down, a run with Cohen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Hey, exit.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he completes it to Cohen.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Go.
They'll try and run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hey, check. Gun. Kids at 50. Check Mike 50. Ready for that.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ready. White 25. Check 4. Hey, South. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Kill 58. Turn up. Hey, white. Hey, seam 6.
Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Ryan to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Like 25. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. That one goes for 30 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
20, right, hey, orbit.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
80 weapons.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. Second and a yard. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready, ready. 90 Wolves.
Come on in here. Come get some. Come get some.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Freeman again. Freeman a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the 3rd and then carry that over to the 4th.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
54, stop!
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Joker.
Face.
They run. Devontae Freeman. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mike, spit.
Wait. 20.
Let's go. Check three.
Gun.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Check 24.
Face.
58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. I got you, boy.
51.
Sponge. No.
Check. Buzz. Get out. Wait.
And that'll set him back 5. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. Again, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down, Bears.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, jet.
Mike's by 4. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Let's go.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
218, chop.
Check 31. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare.
Get ready.
Throwing on third and long. Daniels. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
"21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Mike 50. So we got man. Hey, alert. Mike 50.
Hey, express. Good job. Let's go. All right.
On first down, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Check safety.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Check.
Now Ryan on first down. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
15 yards, first down Atlanta. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
54, stop!
Throwing now is Ryan. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones in the final minute, as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Bravo!
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Daniels. Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Running right, Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
60-or.
They'll run on first down. Cohen And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I think we saw the strategy there, how they moved it to the left hash so they could line things up for them to kick the field goal.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance that was just not meant to be.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Atlanta, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.